What up? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Who's in the building? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Who's in the building? What's going on? Maybe got some echoing going on in here. Good morning. We're back at the Saturday morning live Max Sketches. Good morning. Episode 11. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's already 11 episodes in the game. But we're here to have some fun. We're here to draw with you this morning. Let's see what's going on. Anybody in the building? Hit your boy up. Let me know you're in the building. Let me know if you're hanging out with me. Don't be shy. Say good morning. Hit me up in the chat. So we're back at it again. This time I got a little bit of reference. Got the Black Loki variant. But I wanted to get his outfit right. I've been doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Wanted to get the gear right. I was just guessing. That's not fair. Let me see what's going on. Stand by. Okay. I think we got it where I want to go right now. All right. What's going on? What's going on in the world? Anybody go see Ant-Man yet? Did anybody get out to go see Quantum Mania? Oh my. I checked it out. Yeah, I got in early. It's decent. Go check it out. Go check it out. What's this he got on this thing? This cat had so many layers in his outfit, it's crazy. The way I drew it up originally was not even close. You'll fix it. Good morning. We got some good mornings going on. She's in the building. She went with me to go see the Kang gang. The Mack gang went to see the Kang gang. How you like that? How corny is that? You see this thing he got here? He got this like this leather band going around the side. I need to get like got this like dark green. I don't know. Checked out this the movie. One of the things that bother me about the movies these days is that they're so dark. It's supposed to be comic books, man. Why the heck they're so dark? Maybe it's just me. That Black Panther John was dark, man. I don't know if it's like when they see it in the studio, it's like mad light, and they think it's light, but then when it gets to us, it's dark. But to me, the movie's heroes are like straight dark. I'll do this another way. You don't love corny. You don't love corny. Every time my jokes come out, I'd be like, wah, wah. Anyway, inside joke. I'm gonna have to find a way to get this It's funny how they did this Black Loki. Homeboy still had like rocking the slick Rick over here. I think that's funny. This right here, right? It looks like a holster, like a straddle, right? Let's see. All right, so my wife is calling him Brokey. It's the Black Loki variant. Some respect on his name. But anyway, I'm not trying to spoil, but anyway, they had this show called Loki, and then they had Loki went into this realm or the end of time, and he was considered a variant, a dangerous variant. So they kind of like banished him to another realm where they had other Lokis from different times and different ages and different colors. So they had an alligator Loki, they had an old Loki, and they also had a black Loki. Well, they had about 30 Lokis in the end because they all were fighting. But these were like some of the main guys that they kind of like centered around because they were trying to get away from the President Loki. So anyway, in a short explanation, that's kind of like what it was about. So I thought the character was fun. This is him. Those that didn't get a chance to kind of like peep out the show. That's what he kind of looks like. I like to draw the kind of like side characters because I think they're kind of like cool. I think they don't get enough representation. It was cool. We got a little to see what a black character could look like if it was like a Loki character. I thought that was cool. So here he is, as my wife Cheryl would call, Brokey. It sounds like he broke, so that's why I don't like that name. Got riches, man. Got the gold on, man. Popping the gold out. What's missing? Okay. I'm over here trying not to put my hand down. All right, let's go. Let's get something popping in there. I'm gonna have to get like a set of different like tracks. Anyway, so those of you who didn't kind of like check out Ant-Man. Again, if you're into this kind of stuff, it's a pretty cool story. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I enjoyed it. Had a good time with the characters. So, let me reduce this a little bit. All right, I'm gonna try to kind of make some headway here. I'm trying to pick up the pace so we can kind of get through this a little bit faster. I'm gonna draw some detailed pieces on here, but try to get to this pretty quickly. Okay. Some blending here. Get to the detail. So this is leather. So does have like these shimmering sections on the leather. One of these days I'm going to take some time. I'm going to organize all my brushes, the ones that I like the most, into one section. I will do that. All right, so you see right here, he has like these, lay that up. I don't know what that is. It's a cheat way. Got buttons. Let's get a little bit more rustic looking. Blow this back down so you guys can kind of see what's going on, but I am trying to get a little bit of these buttons in here. Not super duper important, but they in here. Boom. Okay. We'll soften this up a little bit. Okay. See, he did have these bands back here. Those will fly. I like those. So let me switch this up a little bit. You may need like a darker green here, right? Just to kind of like get like this Gucci thing going on. Then we can get like, get that rim. Wait, let's get this in here first. This is a band now, so. Let me do something real quick. Stand by. Okay. Okay. Had to remind a few people what was going on in the world, at least in my world. He had like these bands going around like they were like thin. Let's get some light on them. Rim off some of these. All right, that's slick, right? All right, you got this fur. Gotta rock that out. Gotta get some. this wool's lamb's hair that he's got popping. I think it should be darker. It's a little different trying to do this in like this paint style. I'm still kind of like learning this. My man had a beard, yo. See how my man was rocking the baldy though, right? See my man had the baldy and the beard popping. I know how we do. Rocking out the baldy with the beard. Like my man Common. Had to switch that up. Uh-oh. Look like we got a special guest coming in. One of my friends about to jump in the joint. To say what's up. Uh-oh. I gotta jump in and so you can say what's up. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Let's see. Let me see. Dad, can you hear me? Say something. Ah, there's some volume there.
Oh, volume? Uh-oh. Nothing really.
Now I hear you. There you go.
All right, I gotta get up real close. Okay. So it's really early. But I did
told you it was early, but
I know.
You're my guinea pig.
My computer was like, you don't, I'm not allowing microphone access and I'm not allowing video access. So I had some technical difficulties too. So maybe as a tester, those were my first things that were happening since I've never used StreamYard before. So yeah.
So you're supposed to be a technical person in this business. You're supposed to know what to do.
But as a user, you're gonna have to like, I don't know. Each application's different. That's my lie that I'm gonna tell. That looks good.
Thank you. What's up, Gene? How you doing today?
I am. How am I doing today? Well, I just got up. I'm not gonna lie, and
Not gonna lie. Okay. Sounds like a story coming with this one.
I've been I've been working at this place, but I got laid off at the end of December, and so
Oh, that's not cool.
I've been I've been watching I've been involved in just watching everybody get laid off. It's kind of I don't know if you've been seeing this happening, but every tech company. So the interesting thing is everyone's changing their resume to UX because those are the most jobs there.
But that's what a job
So,
is.
yes, so the application so let's say the job is UI UX designer. You got hundreds and hundreds of applications for each position, and a lot of them are engineers that were laid off. So they've decided that they're maybe they're going to try whatever is out there, but I don't think it's a good, it's not a good strategy. So I was thinking about penning something for LinkedIn to explain to them, maybe we should organize a little bit and talk about this. Maybe there should be an open letter to the media, like PR or something that is a response to what's happening right now. So I was up thinking about that.
That's not a bad idea. You kind of get an opportunity to kind of put the word out there. But I mean, I know a lot of people has been kind of losing their jobs in the tech area like crazy. I don't know what all the different job titles are in terms of people dropping their jobs. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of UX. Okay.
I know a ton of engineers, but engineers have always thought they were UX people. So they see these UX positions and they're like, I'll just change. Well,
I mean, there's some design competency that needs to be, with those kind of jobs. You just can't kind of roll up and start doing design if you're not kind of a design person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a friend he's Danish and he's been doing engineering and development for 15 years. And he's like, Gene, I don't need a UX person. I just do it. I just make the interface and I don't need any planning and I don't need any design. I just do it. But guess what? It's not good. So I always give him a hard time because I look at it, it's like there's not one thing about it. He's like, but it works. And I was like, yeah, but does it work well? And that pink font on the black is not, background's not great. Stuff like that.
No, I got you. But yeah, so I mean,
that's what's happening.
There's
and
a lot of that in there.
I think that there's that's just one example, but also those big companies, it seems like a concerted effort to lay off all at the same time. I think they're sending a message personally, but I'm a little of a conspiracy theorist. I see them all sitting down eating breakfast today, so how's it been going for you? Elon, Elon started it. He's like, not bad, and then people from, they're, I don't know, all these different, all tech companies. And the other thing was I was wondering if they're saying time to get back in the office, people, because there was a resistance to that. Now, if they hire you back, they're maybe 2/3 of your salary and say if you don't come into the office every day, then you're not hired.
Right.
I think it's interesting.
So,
it's interesting time. Yeah.
Maybe that was the fight back now in terms of wanting to get people back into the office. They kind of the trick is we get rid of the people and then they want to come back. They got to come into the office. That's the negotiation. You know what I mean? Because they lost that fight. These some of the companies have kind of lost that fight because nobody wants to go back into the office anymore. But you know, but
now if you
they
got
had to
your
find
job,
some way.
you'd be back. You'd be back early Monday morning. You because they scared you. I think.
Cheryl saying, "Hey."
Hey Cheryl.
No, I hear you. So, but I get it. I get it. I know it's tough out there.
I don't know anything about unionizing or how that works. Yep.
That's gonna probably be something that's gonna come into play at some point. You know, in terms of the tech industry, yeah, because
you've got to
want to be
hire
able to
skills, and
right.
There's not millions of people can do what you do, and it's not being an actor. And I don't mean to be mean to actors, but there's a lot of actors there, and about 2% of them get jobs. It's a tough racket. That's not what engineering is. And so right now they're just like knee-jerk reacting and just trying to find any job outside of tech. So they're applying for everything that is on LinkedIn, everything that's on Indeed. So, and I can see why that's scary.
Yeah, it's just it's tough out there. I would agree.
Yeah,
I would agree.
So, what are you working in? What's the software?
So this is Procreate. It's on my iPad. So, I don't know how long Procreate has been out. Maybe been like about 4 or 5 years now. So it's been kind of like the new go-to application for for drawing comic book stuff. But I mean, it's gotten way more expansive than that. I mean, people are doing like 3D in here, and I'm not sure they're doing any kind of layouts, but it's been a good alternative other than just kind of like drawing in Photoshop. And I think that after kind of like all the different trials and tribulations, this kind of application kind of got it right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's totally geared to artists for the most part. Let's say it that way, because I want to just say comic book artists. People are kind of like doing stickers and all kinds of like cartoons, and I've seen a ton of stuff on social social media and on YouTube. So it's really impressive what people kind of like can do with this particular application now these days. So
my friend has been using Unity. Do you know Unity? It's like a 3D.
Unity's a 3D program now. Yeah, that's a little above my pay grade.
Yeah, maybe someday if you're interested, you could like check her stuff out and partner or something. She's not an artist or can do this kind of work, and she likes to like move. She likes to do the 3D modeling, really.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean the 3D modeling stuff is fun. I just kind of like this is getting for me to get to learn how to do this stuff and trying to get comfortable with it. I'm still not 100% comfortable, but I'll make my way through.
And how many hours a day?
Not enough for me, because I got other things I got to do. But this is like the hour that I carved out for myself to kind of like do anything, like in this, because that's the whole point of me even doing the YouTube, so I can push myself to get here, sit down, and have some fun with this, and spend some time. So that's the whole idea for me, because if I don't carve out some time, the time won't happen. It won't manifest itself. So
I totally get you. It's really smart.
So yeah. So
and, I mean, do you want me to try to like? Hold on.
Sure.
I'm gonna click on buy me a cup of coffee.
That's just there. I'm here drinking my coffee. See, look, got my coffee here. So
Yeah.
got my.
That's Venmo. Yeah, totally. I didn't know if I could click and go.
It's to
Looking
your
for.
discretion. It's not mandatory. Let's here having some fun, having some coffee, and drawing. So that's the deal. So
All right.
I've been talking about this for a long time. So
I like it. You could. Is the idea is that you're giving other artists tutorials, or what is the mission?
well, the mission it's really personal. It's just me taking my time to take some of my skills and draw. That's what I'm here to do. So
Okay.
anybody else who are interested in it can jump in and be interested in it. If anybody else wants to kind of like learn how to do some drawing, sure, we can talk through some of my process, because what I do here is talk about some of my process and talk
Okay.
about some of the things that I find have challenges with, because yes, I don't know everything in this program. I see other people who spend way more time in the program that know a lot more because they spend more time with it. But I'm just taking my time to kind of like get
Got
more
it.
proficient with it, get more educated with it, and then if anybody else thinks they can learn and pick up something from it and draw it, then hey, I encourage them to do so, because this to me this is fun. I'm having a good time actually drawing these particular characters, and this even if it's not these characters, if I'm just drawing cartoon stuff, it's having some fun. So I think it's fun. So at least from my standpoint.
Do you always start with a photograph?
No, what I see interesting, because what I did here, and I'm gonna close this out right for the moment. I and what I'll do is I just draw. That's what I ended up starting with. So it kind of starts here. So I draw something, then I pop it in, and then I start doing more stuff.
Right.
So the reason why I'm even using reference now, because I realized that I was not drawing the costume properly. So um, I don't know if you watched the Loki show on Disney, but I saw the character and I thought it was fun, and I decided to get to draw him. So,
Mm-hmm.
but what I'm doing with reference right now is just I'm trying to get more an accurate look of the actual um, costume, because what I was drawing from my own memory and it wasn't working right. Well, I mean, I did okay, but I wanted it to be more accurate. So that's what I ended up doing. So as you can see, Procreate can actually play back a time lapse
So
of the keystrokes, and it can show the progress of your particular drawing that you're working on. So this was one version of it. So you can see kind of like what I had done over time.
right.
And also good. It's also good as a good reminder of kind of like you can go back and see where you started. So I also like that as well. So it's pretty quick. Kind of goes through the process. So you see this, everything that you see now is today's keystrokes that is actually recorded. So it's it'll bring you up to date to where I'm at right now. Just based upon looking at the reference.
I like that because I think that also it's good for other people, but it's also reference for you too, right? Like, what did I do? Like, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. So yeah, so um, I had did another I had did another version of this. It was more complete, but it was more of a black and white version. Let me see if I got it here in the gallery. Do I still have it? I think I moved it. Yeah, this was it. So this was the one I did before, and it was just more of a grayscale version of it. But you can see now this is show you more of like how I ended up getting to the concept period, because I was just sketching it out.
Right.
So I mean, it's gonna end up being the same thing, but it's just be the black and white version that I did of it.
So once I do drawings, can I make groupings and so his head is one piece? Because I saw his head move.
Right. So what you can do is like what's you know, so when you draw on paper, you can end up making something with different size or whatever. You have to erase it. You have to get rid of it. So what you can do in Procreate is that you can select it and you can rescale it down. So just like anything you would do in Photoshop, you can select it, you can scale it down, you can make it bigger, whatever. And you also you have also the let me stop that for a minute. You have the different layers you can work with. So that's why some pieces kind of like you can draw on different layers. So
Gotcha.
so that's why you see like I had like the red version and then I kind of drew over it with the black and white version. So that's why different pieces I can pull out of it and then I can kind of like do some other things with it. So it's a little bit too diverse. You
Yeah.
can have too much going on, and you can because you got to kind of like get to an end point. So unfortunately, the problem with I think with it is that sometimes it's a little bit too much to do, and you can get caught up in the minutia of like playing around and not getting to an end point. Not being totally satisfied. So you got to get to a point where you're satisfied with what you're drawing and kind of like, all right, let's get it, let's finish and move on to something else.
Yeah.
Because I can manipulate it and I can change it around all day long. So, but like I said, it is a fun process, at least for me. So, you see, I have like different like characters and drawings. So, this is what I'm working with today.
Okay.
So,
It's an Adobe product.
I'm sorry, yeah, my other buddy that was with last night hit me up.
Okay.
Say that again. Say that again.
I saw Ken Grant go by.
Yeah, I
Hey,
popped
Ken.
them up because what this is. Yeah.
Uh,
Hey kid, what's going on? Good morning. Um, so that's it. So as you know, I'm gonna probably like I'm using this time to do some fun stuff, but I'm also gonna get to the point where I'm actually doing my own characters and my own,
right.
my own book. So that's the goal for this year. So to kind of get to this process of
Right.
and again coming up with the characters in the comic book storyline that I want to kind of put out there. So, but I'm doing this out in the public on YouTube. Hey, what can I say? We lost her. She dropped. Maybe her internet kind of like went away. So she may jump back on. In the interim, guys. Oh, there she is. She's back in the house. There she go.
I was looking at the features here.
Oh, okay. You on that? Yeah.
I was like, I'm not signed in. I wonder if I was sign in, I would have more. Like I could. There's nothing for me to like pop up like messages. I have a chat,
Right.
and I
There's a
think
background chat that's on StreamYard that allows you to chat in the background and not in the front. But if you go into, I'm not sure if you can see the comments because the comments allow you. Yeah, you can see the chat, and I see your chat now. I said good morning. Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I
I don't
didn't.
think it gives you. It doesn't. Yeah, it got comments. So if you hit that more button, you see that? And then I think it allows you to be able to drop some comments in the chat while people are talking. Like I can say, let's see. I can drop a comment in there, which I try not to drop too much comments as I'm talking. So
Right.
actually, this.
Yeah, if I'm watching something live and like people just shouting out everybody, it's just like at some point there's no content anymore. It's just like people like, hey, Hey, how you doing?
Right, right.
Hey, John. Hey,
Yeah,
Tommy. Yeah.
right. So, I mean, since I'm the one that's gonna be that's talking, I don't need to time in on the comments in the chat. So, um, but that's it, man. This is what's happening. So I try to get on for at least an hour or a little bit more than that, depending on how I'm feeling. Gonna go into the Marvel stories and all that stuff.
the
That's not your thing.
closest thing I can say is I saw Pinocchio, and then I went to
Pinocchio,
MoMA and
nice.
I saw the Pinocchio. I don't know if you know how they did it, but there was a whole exhibit showing how it was done. So that's as
Oh,
close
really?
as I.
Okay.
That's real old school. It's a real 20. They do 24 shots per second. It looks
Mm-hmm.
flawless.
Mm-hmm. They
And
only did 24. I'm surprised.
it's like I feel like they wanted to make it look filmic or something. Whatever that frame, how many per length of
That's a
film?
well. That's a lot for cartoons. 24 frames. I think they usually work in like you break it down to eight, either like 20. I mean, half of that would be like 12. So I don't think they're using 12, but I think they use eight, maybe more frames than that. Because typically film is like 30.
But
So
the
24
movie
is a lot.
itself is like it's scary as hell. It's all about death and mortality, you know. And
It's a lot
this
of
is like
this
a
is
children's movie, like
that's
at
a little
all.
morbid for children.
Yeah, and it was like Mussolini was in it, and it was about World War II, and
Oh, okay, okay,
it
I see. They try to go with a real live take in
relevant.
terms of the timing. Yeah, yeah, that's a little much for children. I'm sure this probably wasn't for children, was it?
Yeah,
Even though it
I
was a
think
cartoon.
like a child is like if you call a child like 16, I think it would be appropriate. I don't
Yeah,
think it's for.
that's a little
I
that's a
saw
little tough.
Marcel the Shell too, which is about a
Okay,
shell with shoes on.
okay.
It's up for an Academy Award, and that's also
All
about death. So, but it
right,
was
this is
more
enough of
old.
that.
I know, my God, I just not on escapism.
We got enough of This is why that's another reason why I'm doing this. This is escape because there's enough of that on television. So
Yeah, so
let's try to have some fun. My goodness,
yeah,
can't all be about
sadness
you
and
know
death.
sadness and death. I understand it's a reality. I get it, but my goodness gracious,
I guess third it would be fascism, and
I don't think we need realism in everything.
oh really? Okay, I don't know.
Not
I
in
guess there's
everything that's going on. And we want it to look like reality, but again, you know,
oh,
like
it's nine.
I watched this show on Disney.
It's 9:02. I gotta go. I got a yoga class.
Cool.
I'll
Thanks for
show. I'll
jumping
show.
in.
What? Thank you. No,
I said thanks for jumping in.
no problem.
I'll catch you.
All
I'll
right.
catch you on the rebound. All right.
All right. See you there.
All right. Later, Jane. That was Jean Strong, my people. She just kind of jumped in. She said she would jump in this morning. Thank you, Jean, for jumping in. It was good to see you. I haven't seen her in a while, since before COVID. So that's one of the things we're gonna do around here, people. If y'all interested in hanging out with your boy, at least for a few minutes, just to holler at me, let me know. I'll send you the link. We can chat it up, have some fun. Saturday morning. I know we talked about some off-putting topics like work and all that. You know, it's a reality, but some of the things we're trying to do here is try to like have some fun outside of all the drama. All right. I need to get this other guy's arm in here. Hold on, I'm gonna stand by. It's party today. Party time.
Good
Got your volume going?
morning, my love. Can you hear
Good
me?
morning. How are you? Yes, I can.
Good morning. I
Good
wasn't
morning. How
quite
you feeling?
prepared, but I'm feeling
Yeah, you
good.
say me
Today
next.
is hmm? I was joking.
I said you said me next.
I was looking. I was low-keying.
Okay,
I was being
okay,
Shay
okay.
Loki.
Could have said, "Oh, I'm not
I
ready."
was being I was being Shay
Okay, say
Loki.
Loki.
Yes.
Okay, all right. That's what's up.
It's looking good, babe.
That's what's up.
It's
Trying to
looking
trying
real
to work through the
good.
process here. Thank you.
Yeah. I like how you conveyed the texture in his costume.
Yeah.
I feel the fluffiness of his fur. You know, he's like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can actually duplicate that texture from the actual show. That little kind
Okay.
of like that pattern that's in there. So we'll see.
All right.
That's a later situation, but right now just trying to make this look like something.
Well, it more than looks like something. It looks awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I wanted to say good morning, but I'm about to go to brunch.
All right. Well, thanks for jumping in. See you later.
Peace, my love. Keep going. I'll buy you
All
a
right.
cup of
Later.
coffee. I'll buy you a cup of coffee.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Later.
Later.
Let me see how I want to render this. Let me change this up. All right, so this is here. Just like carve this out. Bring this down some. All right, cool. Anybody ever wonders, like when you're with an artist, person who's an artist, wondering why they're staring in space sometimes, or staring at like different objects and people. A lot of times what we're doing is we're thanks, bro. Thanks for jumping in. I appreciate you. A lot of us are staring at the detail on people, how light and dark hits different things on different objects. So a lot of times we're just kind of like staring in space, but we're observing the world and observing, how, different things react in different situations. So you try to retain that information so that you can kind of like, when you get into, you're drawing something, you're drawing a human being, you're drawing an object, you're drawing something, that information can be recalled in your brain. So don't get mad at the person because you think they're not paying attention to you. Just understand that they're what's going on in their head. It's just really sometimes just an observation of life. Other than that, they're just ignoring you. They don't want to talk to you anymore. So bong, I'm gonna hit this in here. You said my man got the Mr. T. Actually, I'm gonna drop this down. There we go. Then I can kind of mix it up. Busy today. We got some people. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all jumping in, having fun with me this morning. Really, it's a blessing. Gets you excited, gets you pumped up for the rest of the day. Let you know that there's still some great things happening in life, great people. Good to know. Mark, you're still on. I got something for you to come check out in Delaware at the beginning of the month. I'll hit you up with the information. After watching this, looking at the detail, I like this idea of him having like a straddle, kind of slick. Yes, sir. Let's lighten this up a little bit. Most people, they know I draw, but they never really see me draw. Most people, they just kind of like see the finished product. They don't always like get a chance to kind of like check out the process. So, some of y'all can get an opportunity for the first time to get a peek into the process. clean this up over here. You're rocking out today. Got some people in the building. It's been fun. Now, see down here, he has something different. So I'm gonna have to kind of get a picture of him with the whole deal. So see how that plays out. Just draw out the That's not how I want that to come out. Thank you, my brother. Trying to make it happen. Trying to make it happen, man. Life just kind of takes over sometimes if you don't kind of like stay in the lane. You know, all of a sudden you're doing all the kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Taking care of the kids, wife. Uh-oh. My headphones are about to conk out, so I'm about to break out, people. Got all these different things popping on. I don't have my headphones plugged in. They're about to conk out. We'll see you again next week. Peace out. Be safe out there. Love is love.